Hey everyone, what up? Mad Kaiser here. And well, I'm back on to Fate Samurai Remnant once again.
Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in.
Now, if you guys watched my review of it, which you totally should, I'll leave a link in the description below, or at least at the very end, leave a title card so you can watch it yourself. You guys know on how much I love that game, and thought it was not only a great entry for Fate fans, but also a good starting point for newcomers. And if you paid attention, you would know that they would be also doing an update where they'll have new playable servants within those battle recollections, where you have the option to refight bosses from the main story, some of which are even harder than the main story bosses themselves. Not only that, but they also had 2 new difficulties. And obviously that this update will be dropping around late December, which now is today, and I've got a chance to play it myself. Now, things are going to be a little bit different here than my usual reviews, as I'm just going to talk to you about what's in this update, and just my general thoughts about it. But before we begin, if you like what you're seeing here, by all means, like the video, click the subscribe button if you're new, and hit that bell notification icon if you want to get updated by all future JRPG content from yours truly. Now, with that said, let's get back to the video. So, what does version 1.03, aka this brand new update, contain? Well, arguably it contains on what is arguably probably the most awesome and exciting thing about it, and that is the added feature of the Battle Recollections, where you can now play as both the rogue servants as well as the other servants in general from the main game itself. This includes characters like Archer, Lancer, Assassin, and Miyamoto Musashi herself, as well as the rogue servants with Rogue Saber, Archer, Lancer, Assassin, Caster, and Berserker. Now unfortunately the only problem is that you can't have say mirror matches, so if you're expecting say an Archer versus Archer battle or Musashi versus Musashi battle, then you're gonna probably be disappointed. But other than that, it is truly awesome. And basically, it's kind of like say that one Kingdom Hearts 3 mod, where they were able to add in the Guardians that you were able to play through the Remind segment for now the data battles. And honestly, that is just awesome. But unlike that, this is official from a free update. I guess they say Koei Tecmo does what Square Enix doesn't.
Oh, snap!
Now aside from that is pretty much awesome in general. If you want things like say Musashi vs Jeanne d'Arc, well you got it. Do you want something like Archer vs Rogue Archer? There you have it. Or how about Rogue Lancer vs Boss? Again, there you have it. It's just so awesome just to play as these other characters through these amazing bosses, and honestly it just adds more variety, a little bit more replay value I think. Now of course, the other second thing that this update has also brought was the 2 new difficulty levels. One being Apprentice, which is an easy difficulty, and this contained things like lower attack and HP for enemies, as well as enemies being now knocked down for longer periods of time, and the gap after attacks will be even more extended. And Fatal Sword, which will involve things being not only a high attack and high HP for enemies, but you have no retries, as well as no use for items during battle. And obviously that one is the harder difficulty. Now playing with those 2, I did find them pretty enjoyable. Obviously Apprentice is definitely those who really just want to play and breeze through the entire gameplay just to enjoy the story, while Fatal Sword is basically those who really want more of a challenge, even if say Sword Expert wasn't tough enough. And honestly, they're good additions. Not much really I have to say for those who want to breeze and enjoy the story. Apprentice is for you. As for those who want Fatal Sword, well, there you go. I hope you like now Fate Samurai Remnant now being akin to Dark Souls.
It must be like Dark Souls.
So, is this update any good? Well, if you've been itching to replay Fate Samurai Remnant, especially whether if you either A, have completed all the main endings, as well as 100% the game, then I definitely think that this new update will help you scratch that itch, especially while we wait for the upcoming DLC for the span of next year. It's very awesome to have the brand new servants to play through these amazing Battle collections, and I think it's pretty cool to have at least 2 new difficulties, especially with the latter one, which would certainly test those who are veterans of this game to truly test their own skills and see how much of a challenge it really is. And for those who haven't got the game yet, I think this update now will probably even improve the game, as for those who probably aren't sold on it just yet. Helped by the fact that now currently, at the time of this video's recording, Fate Samurai Remnant has actually got a discount, especially for the holiday season. So, instead of the usual rating I give it, I'm just going to say right now that Fate Samurai Remnant's new update is absolutely good and definitely worth it. Well, that's it for me, so until then, Mad Kaiser out.